Working with data in finance or in any other part of life should ultimately be about answering questions. Writing code and programming is actually about the same thing. And when you write code and program to work with data, you ultimately want to answer bigger questions using multiple data sets. My colleague Kevin Giese has a great video discussing how learning to code is really just a disguise for saying you should really learn how to answer questions using an automated means. In this series, I want to take you through the process of answering a large question using several data sets and writing scripts to help you process your data and organize things so that you can consume it. The question I want to answer is, what are good cities for me to look at moving to? Now or in the future, most likely in the future, particularly after I have kids. And there's a number of different data points that are important to me, and they may be unique to me, but they can get you started on solving some of these bigger questions for yourself. So data point number 1 is a small town in Virginia called Lexington, Virginia. It happens to be where my parents live, and it's about 3 hours outside Washington, D.C., 2 hours from Richmond, for those of you who know the Virginia area. I would want cities near Lexington to have a higher score, although I don't think I can actually live in Lexington. It's just too small of a town for me. I want to give a better score to cities in that area. Glassdoor has a list of the top 50 cities for jobs. They rank them based on hiring opportunity, cost of living, and job satisfaction. I want all three of these factors to be high in my own life and in the life of my tenants. Kelly Norton, former engineer at Google, has taken the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration data to figure out where are the most pleasant places in the country. We're going to take his analysis as given, and we're going to use the zip code service here to compute the pleasantness of a given area. The Census Bureau has an API for population. I'm going to target populations of 2.5 million. To me, this is a nice middle-sized city in the U.S. It's something I like because it doesn't get out of control with cost and population, but it's also not too small to be, frankly, too small for my taste. So cities with higher than 2.5 million will be docked for that, and cities with low will also be docked for that. Finally, we have the Walk Score API, and the Walk Score API will give us a walkability and transit score, both which will be taken into account of areas that we look at. Because the Walk Score API uses a specific address, we're going to measure walk scores at the centers of the cities that I'm looking at. And in this case, we'll make it easy for ourselves. So pulling all these APIs and data services together, we're going to write a number of Python scripts that help us answer the question and give us a comprehensive ranking of some of the cities I might like to live in.